Hello and welcome to another episode of C 24/7. I'm your host Simran and I'm thrilled to be at TS Rahman Nawa campus in Panvel where we will be witnessing the prize distribution and passing out parade of cadets, ratings and CCMC. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go check it out. T.S. Rahman has rendered service to the maritime community for over 9 decades. Chief guest Mr. Amitav Banerjee, Chief Surveyor to Government of India, was welcomed and escorted to the dais. The chief guest reviewed the parade and the march past.
Balloons will be passing out today. Following closing line is Cadet Manish Kumar. By the first year BSc Nautical Science cadets. Here comes the band.
Following a very smart parade, Captain Jairam, on behalf of Chairman Emeritus, welcomed all the guests.
Behalf of our chairman, Mr. Rashid Yusuf. I'm delighted to welcome this evening our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Amitav Banerjee, our chairman emeritus, Mr. Rashid Yusuf, Mrs. Elizabeth Yusuf, and Ms. Farzana Yusuf, the captain superintendent, dignitaries from various shipping companies, faculty, guests, parents, and staff.
This was followed by Chief Guest Mr. Amitav Banerjee's address.
You are about to embark on a career which is pretty exciting on one hand, on the other hand rather exacting. For those of you who are interested in reading, you must be aware that the International Maritime Organization is laying out stringent rules with respect to fuel conservation to see to it that the seas and Mother Earth is least polluted. On account of that, vessels which will be built from 2013 onwards will have to abide by a lot of stringent regulations to ensure that the exhaust gases that will be emanated from the ships, even though shipping contributes only 2.7% of the world's pollution, even then that 2.7% is considerable, and new cadets will be extremely exposed to these exacting conditions. The amount of carbon dioxide and other gases which are coming out to the atmosphere, they are not emanated to that extent. And that is why you will need to abide by these stringent regulations. The effect of all these stringent regulations is that your service on board the ships becomes much more competitive. You will face tremendous competition from other countries who are producing excellent seamen also. Their training qualities are improving by the day. India has had a very strong educational foundation. That is what has been carrying the Indian seafarers all along. Unless you are able to outclass the other competitors, India will fall back, and already we are getting signals. We, on behalf of the administration, we try our best to see to it that quality is maintained. At times, we are required to be harsh so that there is no let up in quality. Recently, the European Union came and audited us, and I can assure you they have not gone back with the best of memories. So we have to be more strict, and our being more strict means more exacting conditions for you.
After Mr. Banerjee's eloquent speech, prize distribution followed.
Ajay Kumar is sponsored by Makate Airlines. A vote of thanks was given by Captain Superintendent Ranbir Sidhu.
First of all, I would like to thank Chief Guest, Mr. Banerjee, for taking time out to come here. I'd also want to thank all the dignitaries, the parents, the guests, for coming all the way here to attend your passing out. I'd like to thank all our staff, the faculty, for doing a good job training you all up, the instructors for making you hopefully better seamen than when you joined. I'd also like to thank the catering staff for providing you good food and keeping you well fed, the hospital, and all the doctor with his medical staff for looking after you. I'd like to thank the greenery staff, the people who keep our campus so green.
We now have the playing of the last post.
Our correspondent spoke to a few cadets who shared their experiences. Mr. Chaudhary, tell me your experience in this institute.
Well, Rahman is a very good institute. When 1 year before I came here, I was like undisciplined and all, but Rahman taught us discipline. And the regime over in Rahman is the best regime you can find in all the institutes. The environment is so good. It is eco-friendly, like our deans have said. And we produce, we are self-sustained, self-independent. We have all the workshop, all the cars are repaired here. Rahman is like best maritime institute in India, and it has been giving maritime studies to cadets for more than 100 years now. I guess.
Tell me something about your future plans.
Well, I plan on approaching some companies as I'm non-sponsored cadet right now. So, well, I don't know how they'll react on it, but I'm planning on approaching some companies on that.
Tell me what your course you passed and what was your experience in this campus.
I'm passing a DNS cadetship, so and I want to first get my sponsorship. So I'm not sponsored now, and I want to becoming a captain.
I'm past DNS, I'm the 4 batch, and my experience in this institute is very good. TS Rahman is very good. All the captains who teach us is very good, and the workshop equipments which we are used for the training is very good, and it's my experience.
Okay, what are your future plans?
Just want to complete my cadetship, and after then second mate and again.
And my future plan is to getting the ship as early as I will possible. If I get the ship early and I become captain very soon, it's my wish.
His faculty is very good and very experienced faculty.
Distinguished faculty interacted with us. What message would you like to give to the passed out cadets?
Yeah, I'm VA Kamath. I'm training coordinator for after C, that is the post C courses. And my message to the student is that maintain your discipline at high order. That is where the now requirement of the seamen at the sea.
My name is SM Chitre. I teach BSc Marine Engineering Control Systems, BSc first year, second year, third year. My message to my students is that keep your minds concentrated on your work and don't let it go haywire.
I'm Bipin Khanna, course coordinator for the OT Oil Tanker Feminization course, as well as I'm teaching marinering knowledge for the pre-C cadets. My message to the boys is that they should be very sincere in their work, and of course discipline is also most important.
My name is Nitya Gopal Adhikari. I'm a faculty over here in engineering side. I'm ex-chief engineer, and whatever I have to tell, my predecessors are already told. I teach marine engineering, motor as well as general.
I am Mr. Pratap Jadhav, working in training ship Rahman as an engineering officer. I am looking after all the training workshops as well as teaching cadets and rating marine engineering at support level. My message to the cadets and ratings is work safely on board a ship.
Chief guest was shown around in the campus. Later, we had the privilege of speaking to the key dignitaries. Well, gentlemen, what message would you like to give to the passed out cadets?
My message to them would be work hard, very hard, but don't ever stop having fun. Just go out there and have fun.
3 messages. 1, congratulations for passing out. 2, remember the word ask, A-S-K. Attitude, knowledge and skills. That is the order in which you should develop yourself. And thirdly, sail safe, sail green and sail long. All the best.
My message to the cadets who have passed out today is discipline, 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 and everything else will follow.
Cocktail and dinner in lovely ambience culminated the day's proceedings. Well, folks, that sure was one great event and a proud moment for many. We at Sailor Today wish all the passed out cadets all the very best for their future. This is Simran, your host, signing off for this week. See you next week. Cheers.